Hello, little dreamers, and welcome to Bedtime Stories. Tonight, we have a magical tale about a girl with long, golden hair, a tall tower, and a prince who never gave up. So, snuggle up, close your eyes, and let's begin. A long, long time ago, in a faraway kingdom, there lived a kind and gentle couple who had always dreamed of having a child. For many years, they wished and hoped, and at last, their dream came true. The woman was going to have a baby. Now, their little cottage was near the grand walls of a mysterious enchanted garden. The garden belonged to a powerful sorceress named Dame Gothel. She was known for her magic, but also for her fierce temper. One evening, as the woman sat by the window, she gazed into the sorceress's garden. Among the green vines and beautiful flowers, she saw something that made her mouth water. A patch of fresh, leafy Rapunzel, a kind of delicious green herb. Her craving grew so strong that she sighed, pressing a hand to her belly. "Woman," softly. "Oh, if only I could have just a little of that Rapunzel. I feel I might faint without it." Her husband, who loved her dearly, could not bear to see her unhappy. And so, that night, he carefully climbed over the garden wall. Step by step, he tiptoed through the garden, plucked a handful of Rapunzel leaves, and hurried home. His wife made a delicious salad, and oh, how happy she was. But, oh no, the next night, she wanted more. So once again, her husband snuck into the garden. And this time, he was caught. As the man reached for the Rapunzel, a shadow loomed over him. Dame Gothel, stern, powerful voice. "How dare you steal from my garden?" The man trembled with fear. Husband, pleading. "Please, forgive me. My wife is with child, and she longs for the Rapunzel. I meant no harm." The sorceress narrowed her eyes. Then, after a moment, she smiled, a slow, knowing smile. Dame Gothel. "Very well. You may take all the Rapunzel you wish, but in return, you must give me the child when it is born." The man's heart sank. He could not imagine parting with his child. But he also could not bear to see his wife suffer. And so, with a heavy heart, he agreed. When the baby girl was born, she was the most beautiful child anyone had ever seen. Her golden hair shimmered like the sun, and her laugh was like music. The sorceress named her Rapunzel and took her away to raise as her own. But instead of a happy home, Dame Gothel placed her in a tall, hidden tower deep in the forest. The tower had no doors, no stairs, and only one window at the very top. Rapunzel grew up believing Dame Gothel was her only family. Dame Gothel, sweetly, but firm. "I keep you safe here, my dear. The outside world is full of danger." And so, Rapunzel stayed in the tower, her golden hair growing longer and longer, stretching down like a river of sunlight. Though Rapunzel was lonely, she found joy in small things. She sang to the birds, painted the walls of her tower, and dreamed of the world beyond. Her voice was so beautiful and pure that the forest animals would stop to listen. One day, a prince riding through the forest heard her song. He followed the sound until he reached the hidden tower. But, how strange, there were no doors. Just as he wondered how anyone could get inside, he saw something incredible. Dame Gothel stood at the base of the tower and called out. "Dame Gothel. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair." From the window, golden hair tumbled down like a rope. Dame Gothel climbed up, vanishing inside. The prince watched in amazement. Prince, softly to himself. "A girl lives up there, all alone?" He waited until Dame Gothel left, then stepped forward and called out, just as she had. "Prince. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair." And, just like before, the golden braid unraveled down. The prince climbed up. And when he reached the window, he saw the most beautiful girl he had ever seen. Rapunzel gasped. She had never seen another person besides Dame Gothel. Rapunzel, curious, amazed. Who are you? Prince, gently. I heard your song. It was the most beautiful thing I have ever heard. I had to see the voice behind it. They spoke for hours, and Rapunzel learned about the world beyond the tower, about forests, rivers, castles, and stars. Prince, smiling. You do not belong in this tower, Rapunzel. You are meant to see the world. And at last, Rapunzel knew she wanted to be free. For weeks, the prince visited every evening. They made a plan. Rapunzel would weave a ladder from her own golden hair, and soon, she would leave the tower forever. But before their plan was ready, Dame Gothel discovered everything. Dame Gothel, furious. You would betray me, Rapunzel? With a wave of her hand, she cut off Rapunzel's golden hair and cast her deep into the forest. The prince returned that night, calling out, Prince! Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair. But instead, Dame Gothel threw down the cut braid. When the prince climbed up, she pushed him down, down, down into the forest. But true love is never defeated. For many days, the prince wandered the forest, searching for Rapunzel. And then, one evening, he heard a familiar song. He followed the sound, calling her name. And when they finally found each other, Rapunzel wept with joy. A single tear fell from her eye onto the prince's face. And as if by magic, his sight returned. The prince took her hand. Prince, softly, lovingly. Come with me, Rapunzel. Let's see the world together. And so, Rapunzel left the forest, free at last. She saw the rivers, the castles, and the stars. And she lived happily ever after. And that, dear dreamers, is the story of Rapunzel. Now, close your eyes, snuggle up, and let your dreams take you to magical places. Good night, little one. Sweet dreams.